I once had it all. My palate was sated, nostrils stimulated, standing venerated. And one day, you took everything away but shame and pain. I'm still not sure what game you're playing, but I'm back. I'm taking what's mine.
It made me think of your poem. Congratulations!
The author of the winning essay will receive an opportunity to write the book on the subject in our lighthouse, accommodated especially for this purpose. Dear, congratulations once again on winning our competition. Let us repeat, your submission astonished us, and we are delighted to welcome you in our hermitage. Make yourself at home. The whole lighthouse is at your disposal.
Huh? Whole lighthouse is at your disposal. My ass.
I'm an adult, Mama. Crippled or not, I can take care of myself now. It's time for you to focus on yourself. I can't wait to read that book.
Our sources say 428 entries have been submitted to the agency. The entry that won was surprising, to say the least. It wasn't a scholar who won it. nor someone with proper education that would give him an understanding of life. It was a sensationalist, a horror writer, and
Hello?
I received the word that you came to the lighthouse. Find everything to your liking.
Well, that was fast. Yeah, I'm here.
I'm very pleased to hear it. Now, are you writing?
What?
You must understand, Mrs. It is imperative that you start your work as soon as possible. I will remind you that you signed a contract. Now, it is very specific on the timeline. I would advise you abide by it. Goodbye.
Now that was a conversation I was too sober for.
look, I'm aware of the rat's presence, okay? But nothing can be done about it. They've been on this island as long as anyone can remember. Our sources say 428 inch.
Might as well make some good use of the phone while I'm here.
I'm an adult, Mama.
Hello?
Hi, darling. I'm calling to let you know I'm here. Can you believe the agency already called to see if I was working?
That's insane. Did you at least have time to settle in a bit? How's the lighthouse? Inspiring? Spooky? Haunted?
All of these things. I was just looking around and it's certainly something. How are you? Do the meds work?
Don't you worry about me, Mama. This is your time to do your work, to live your life.
Well, maybe you're right. I should probably get to it then. Bye, son. Love you.
Love you too, Mama.
I know how you must feel. Lost. Alone. Hopeless. You probably deserve it. But even for you, there is still a way. A way to bring it all back. The one precious thing you ever truly desired. Finish it.
We would like to ask you to cease bothering our pest control specialists, as well as refrain from sending us any more of your highly inappropriate letters. All of our employees that visited your house reported absolutely no signs of a rodent infestation of any kind, and as such, decided not to act further than a prophylactic spraying. Please treat this letter as a final warning, or else the next envelope you'll receive will be from our lawyers.
I didn't touch the workshop, just like you asked. Although I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, if you care so much for that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave it.
I'm sorry for yesterday. You were right. I overreacted. It's just that this isn't about me. It's about her. Everything I do with her best interest in mind. I guess I've always believed that in an imperfect world, how the hell did they fuck up the length?
Some call him the new Caravaggio. Others compare him to Van Eyck. And one awestruck critic, who wished to remain unnamed, went as far as to invoke, quote, the spirit of the great Leonardo. Any way you slice it, the exhibition proved an immense success. Its distinct style has been praised for its unique combination of Renaissance influences and more progressive techniques. The artist himself attended the event in the company of his beautiful fiancée.
Figured you'd be up all night, so I made you a little treat. You know, I bet even Rembrandt occasionally took time off from being brilliant and snored his head off like the rest of us common folk. So sick and tired of us talking through these notes. We live in the same house, for God's sake. Come talk to me when you're...
Been working all night. Don't wake me up.
Might not be a household name yet, but just give her time. The incredibly talented multi-instrumentalist gave an astounding performance last night, winning over even the most ardent naysayers. Quote, "She was simply astounding. I haven't seen such passion, energy, and skill in years," stated famed pianist Daniel Richter. He was not alone in his praise. It seems even Anthony Giles, one of its harshest critics, has finally seen the light. Giles had previously made disparaging comments about the artist, stating, quote, "The long-awaited opening of the Galactic Department store turned into hell on Earth when the building's wiring burst into flames. While the majority of the visitors managed to reach the emergency exits in time, several unfortunate attendees were trapped in the back of the building, having no chance to escape the raging inferno. The exact number of casualties has not yet been determined, although it is estimated that at least a dozen people have been severely injured. The owner of the Galactic, Ronald Sheffield, has so
Sorry. Couldn't sleep. The leg's been acting up again. Figured I might as well do some work. I love you. Hush. Daddy's here. Why pink?
Let me ask you one simple question. Have you completely lost your goddamn mind? I know you're going through some rough times right now. I really do. That's why I've agreed to let you do those illustrations in the first place, for old time's sake. I even deliberately gave you a trivial task, because I expected Little Red Riding Hood to be something you can draw in your sleep. What I didn't expect is to get this demented nightmare fuel you submitted for a kid's bedtime story.
I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. Tonight it's all about you and me. Let's make it special.
No, this is private.
Two souls, so passionate, so talented, and yet they wanted to build something so ordinary. A home, a wife, a family, peaceful life. Betrayal of everything that made them both artists, and yet they clung to it.
We are truly thrilled to hear that you accepted our humble proposition. After discussing dates with my colleague, we find this date the best time to open the exhibition.
They don't understand what it takes to make a good painting. The work doesn't start with the brush, just like family doesn't start with marriage. It starts with canvas. I can't remember the last time I wore these. The last time I could move freely. Now, a tiny bit to the left. Yes, just like that. Hold that pose. I want to get all those lovely curves just right.
I think I have the music for all the paintings now. I'm going to play it for you then.
Must be sharper.
Sorry I haven't written in a while. I've been swarmed with work. I gotta tell you, your last letter was troubling, to say the least. I just can't believe she would set fire to your old paintings. Why would she do that? The lady in black especially? That was your tribute to her, wasn't it? I don't know what to tell you except to get her some professional help pronto. You could probably talk to someone as well. With all that's happened, I'm sure it would do you some good. I probably don't need to tell you that the buyer was sorely disappointed with the news. The new pieces just aren't selling as well as the classics. Anyway, I'll keep looking. You just hang in there and focus on your work. I know you still have it in you. I believe in you.
Don't be scared. It's just a... No matter what we did, the fireplace just wasn't enough to warm this room. This is fine. This is good. These are great conditions. I can finish it. I can. I will. I need to. For all our sakes. For our family.
For our family? Or just for you? Go on. Tip the scales.
The green of her eyes. The red of my paint.
I had the most beautiful dream last night. I dreamt he came to me, embraced me, loved me, as he once did. But we both know that while I dreamed my silly little dream, it was you. It was you he really lusted for.
Don't worry, you're not alone. Perfect relationships may look great on the silver screen, but the rest of us mortals have to face the simple truth. Nobody's perfect. And you know what? That's fine. In fact, many loving couples struggle with day-to-day life in a relationship. This does not make them any less special. It just takes some work. And we're here to help. Our consultants, all trained experts in their field, will help you identify the source of your troubles and deal with it at your own pace. Whether it's simple miscommunication,
I think we should drop the toccata here. People won't be able to concentrate on anything but your music. It's about our family, after all. About both of us. I'm sure Thomas would agree with me.
this storm ever run out of rain? How can two people who once loved each other so fully, so profoundly, drift so far apart? My husband barely speaks to me anymore. He just slithers in and out of his study, obsessively working on one failed painting after another. He won't even sleep with me anymore. I can tell he's disgusted by me. The look he gave me the other day. That pathetic, hurtful look. A combination of shame, guilt, and repulsion.
Watch him drown.
My home is my castle. Locked inside, I am safe.
Hated it. Always felt as if it wasn't my hand that wrote the letters when using it.
What we witnessed today, while entirely worthless in artistic terms, might be an invaluable case study for psychologists. These harsh words came from none other than Jason Hughes. The famed critic was one of the first to appreciate the works of, and whose praise once contributed to his first spectacular success. When asked if such brutal criticism was indeed called for, especially in light of the recent tragic events, Hughes responded, quote, "As critics, it is our duty to critique art, but not to judge the artist. The man has been through a lot lately, and obviously it has taken its toll on him. Still, if we were to remain silent and pretend this is even remotely acceptable, we would be doing the artist a disservice." Other critics were only slightly more lenient, as the in an unexpected experimental streak in his usually conservative endeavors, Thomas Caldwell hosted an extraordinary exhibition opening in his gallery. Quote, "This is a great day for me and my wife," said in the opening speech. Quote, "For us, this is not only an exhibit."
The thought alone that the most beautiful piece of art doesn't have my name on it is killing me. I have a responsibility. Finish it! Linen will do. Anyone can paint on a linen canvas. I am not anyone. First, I looked for a canvas, not just...
No, this is private. How can two people who...
First, I looked for a canvas. It must be sharper.
Moths drawn to the fire between them, no matter if the flame was desire, despair, or hate.
I hereby resign from service.
can't stand seeing you like this. You're not well. You were sweating and shaking all night, and now there you are
It's not like I'm some drunkard. I know how to handle my liquor.
Don't push me away.
All I asked for was an edible meal. At least one that had any taste at all. Suddenly, everything I find relaxing is a fire hazard. This is my house. You can't keep locking me in. You're so afraid of fire. How can you cut off the means of escape? Defy death. Defy entropy. Defy the flames. Finish it!
Here are the calculations you asked for. You need to also include the cost of lamps for every room.
I don't care how... The life of painting, the soul. I need it. I need it to be perfect, striking, vibrant life. Life, 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 fire! Why did you stop? That tune was perfect. Honey, please, just a little longer. At least until I finish painting this one part. Oh, don't make me beg.
Here are the calculations you asked for. You need to also include the cost of lamps for every room.
I don't care how much it costs.
Lice, mice, bald, bloody spots, hair, not mine. Where are the scissors?
Oh, stop looking at me like that. Nothing. They're getting smart. You always wanted to have a huge garden. Green calmed your nerves, you said. Is this the right door for me? I always loved painting blood.
Is this the right door for you?
Darkness. No excuses, no accidents, no weakness. Just fire from the depths of your soul. Finish it. will protect myself. Since my last letter, things only got worse. Yesterday, a stool broke underneath me. My cup stuck to a kitchen table. We need new servants. These people are so lazy. It's like nobody wants to work anymore. We can have electricity in the bedroom and in the piano room. Apart from that, if you don't want to be around fire, just don't go near it. You understand? I'm working in here! I swear if I'm interrupted one more time... I thought it would be harder. It should be harder. Bones shouldn't break so easily.
He looked so delicious when the flame burned him out.
The only thing that could make her smile. Honey, what in the world are you doing? What? I needed to remove the flesh from the bone. At first, I was lost as to how, but then I sawed it off with a handsaw, boiled it, then put the bone in a mortar. I had to get one. I needed to remove the flesh from the bone. At first, I was lost as to how, but then I sawed it off with a handsaw, boiled it, then put the bone in a mortar. I had to get one. Obviously, this was not something I'd done before. Finally, I mixed the dust with some white paint. It made for a lovely undercoat.
Their life started to fall apart. Everything he touched turned to rot.
Look, honey, it's your favorite. Come, sit with me, like in the old times. I will get you, you furry leeches. Get out of my house. Blood is thicker than water.
Everything I touch breaks.
Good, solid undercoat. A primer that will hold it all together so it doesn't rot.
The world is breaking around us.
While I can certainly understand that you are upset, and I have nothing but sympathy for your wife and yourself, I must categorically state that I do not wish to receive any further correspondence from you in this matter. Any skin graft procedure is extremely complicated and inherently associated with the risk of failure. Having stated that, I assure you that me and my colleagues at St. Anne have made every effort to ensure a positive outcome for your wife. Personally speaking, I believe we have done the best job possible considering the extent of tissue damage. You are, of course, entitled to your opinion, and I can certainly understand your disappointment. What I do not understand is how you seem to think writing hateful letters to me or my fellow doctors will ameliorate the situation. As I've already stated, I can certainly understand you've been under a lot of stress as of late, and thus I will not press charges if
Damn ash! Cleaning this house is a nightmare. We don't even use the fire.
I'm terribly sorry for your inconvenience, but we've seen no fluctuations of power in your area, and see no issues in the neighborhood. And since you didn't allow entry to our electricians, we cannot help you in any way.
Some paintings defy simple words, let alone critique. A basic knowledge of the subject is an absolute must if one is to even try taming them. Babyface is one such painting. This art anomaly draws tens of thousands of mediocrity enthusiasts and Sunday abstraction aficionados. In reality,